Good morning, this is Venkata Mahesh, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. We are discussing some topics on object-oriented programming, and in this session we will discuss some questions related to exceptional handling. How exceptional handling is very important. Those will address some questions based on that. Now, first question is, what risks occur if file input-output is performed without handling exceptions? Now, whenever we try to read or write into a file, then operations inherently uncertain because they dependent on external resources such as files, storage devices, operating systems, and user permissions. Say suppose if I want to write into a file, the file must be existing. And if I want to read a file, then also file must be existing. Or if I want to write into a device, storage device, some space should be there, otherwise it will not allow to write into that. And user permissions are also required. Say suppose the file is write protected, and unless the user allows you to write, you cannot write. So these kind of situations where the input output operations are to be handled with exceptions. So unlike ordinary computations, a program cannot guarantee that a file exists, can be opened, or can be read successfully. So ordinary programming, ordinary calculations like x plus y equal to x plus y. If I want to try to print x plus y, then it is okay, it will be printed in the console. But if I want to print that value into a file, so what happens is, unless the file exists, if we cannot write. And even if the file exists, unless the user provides this the permission to write into that or open that file, we cannot do that. So these kind of challenges are there when we are handling with files. Therefore, file operations are especially prone to runtime errors. So while compiling, we will not know whether the file is existing or not. While running, the file will be tried to fetch, and that time you will see the errors. So the file operations especially are prone to runtime errors. Then the object-oriented programming software should anticipate abnormal situations and handle them appropriately so that failures do not interrupt the normal functioning of the system. Now, the complex system which we are going to develop with the object-oriented programming, it should anticipate those abnormal situations like a file doesn't exist or file is write protected. Such kind of situations the programmer should anticipate, and he should use the appropriate exceptional handling methodology. Now, Java achieves it through exceptional handling mechanisms. So, in Java, there are some exceptional handling mechanisms inbuilt. Now, what are the problems that will happen? The program termination. This is the first risk that can happen. If file cannot be opened or read, Java throws an exception. So, if I don't write my exception handling code inside that, Java will throw an exception, but it will stop the program. It will throw an exception and it will stop the program. So, if this exception is not handled, the JVM terminates the program immediately. So, if I explicitly don't write a exceptional handling code for this, so what happens is the JVM will terminate the program abruptly. The file doesn't exist. So, this kind of problem can be there. And even if the file exists, if I by mistake give a wrong file path, then also it will fail. And disk failure. Say suppose the disk is corrupted, even though I gave the correct file path, still if the disk is corrupted, so I cannot do the reading or writing into the files. So the program crashes before completing the intended task. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to perform a sequences of operations, but in between I wanted to read a file or write into a file. If that file doesn't exist, so what happens is after that piece of the code, the remaining code will not be executed because the JVM terminates the program. Next one is data loss. Suppose a banking application writes customers' transactions records into a file. Okay. If exceptions occur while writing the data and exceptions are not handled, so what happens? The data loss will be there. So the transaction may remain incomplete. Some records may be written while others are lost. So if the disk is full, so what happens is, or if the file size you cannot extend because the size, it depends on the storage that is available inside the disk. So what happens is while writing, in between it will be stopped, and that way some records will be written and other records will be lost. So the database inconsistency may be affected. So the database may become inconsistent. So the consistency of the database will get affected. This can result in permanent data corruption as well. So sometimes what happens is if I don't use appropriate exceptional handling mechanism, so the permanently data corruption also can happen. Resource leakage. If files consume operating system resources, so and if exceptions occur before file is closed, the file remains open. So many memory wastage will be there, locked files will get locked, and exhaustion of file descriptors and poor application performance. So this kind of risks also are there, while if I don't write the exception handling explicitly in my code. The poor user experience. So if I don't write this exceptional handling code inside that, what happens is, instead of displaying the message saying that the file is not fine, please check the file name, the program terminates, and again the user has to start the program, and it will be it will not be the user will not appreciate that kind of experiences if I don't handle the exceptions properly. Security risks also are there. Say suppose improper exception handling may expose file paths, system configuration, internal implementation details, and attackers can misuse this information. So if these things are leaked, like file path is leaked or system configuration is leaked or internal implementation details are leaked, if because of improper exception handling, the attackers may take the advantage and misuse that information. Now this is one example. Say suppose I am writing into a file. Say suppose file reader file new file reader this. So I am trying to read some file, and what I am doing is, this file is not existing. Okay, this file is not exist. So if the file doesn't exist, the exception thread main java.I input output file not found exception will come. So here I did not write any exception handling mechanism on my own. So what happens is, the Java's inbuilt file not exception will take care of the situation, and what it will do, it will terminate the program instead of showing this message saying that the student.text doesn't exist. So if I write that explicitly, what happens is, say suppose here I am writing the exception handling, the try catch mechanism I am using, the exception handling mechanism, and I am saying if this file is not there, if this file is not present, so what happens is I will get this message, and after that the program will be continued. So it will not stop abruptly, but rather it will the exception handling mechanism handles this exception very gracefully, and it will allow the program to continue further. So that is why while doing the file operations, the exception handling mechanism must be used properly inside my code. Next question: why is exception handling critical for ensuring robustness in real world works applications? So whatever object oriented programming we are trying to learn is to implement in the real world applications. So if I don't handle these exceptions properly, so what happens is the robustness of the application will be lost. Now, what is the robustness of the application? Is that continues to operate correctly even an unexpected situation occurs. So when my application can be called as robust when it continues to work even my some exceptions happen, then only my application is considered as a robust. Now if I don't use this exception handling properly, this robustness of the application will be lost. So the real world object-oriented programming applications interact with users, files, database, networks, and external devices, all of which generate runtime errors. So all these things, so the files, it may exist and it may not exist, and it may be write protected, all those things, and network, sometimes network issues may be there, and the storage devices may be full, on the database also, in that particular whatever data I want to retrieve, that may not be present. So all these things can happen. So when these kind of things are situations are there, then exceptional handling enables the software to detect these errors, recover when possible, and continue execution without causing complete system failure. So in this kind of scenarios, if I use this exceptional handling properly, what happens is the system failure will not happen, rather it will show some error message so that we can rectify our encode. So one objective of object oriented programming is to build reliable software by isolating abnormal situations from normal programming language. So what this object oriented programming is all about is I am isolating the exceptional handling from the normal logic. So that is the advantage of this object oriented programming. Now what is the importance of this? So it prevents system crashes, which I already discussed. So if I don't use this properly, the runtime error will happen, or invalid input will happen, or in missing file will happen. In any of these cases, the program will crash. It will not run further. And improves if I use this exception handling, it will improve the reliability. So the software behaves predictably. So if I don't use that, it will be unpredictable. It will terminate unexpectedly without showing the errors. But if I use this exception handling properly, it will behave predictably and it will show the errors so that we can rectify ourselves while the code, while the system is still running. We can rectify ourselves. Protect system resources, files, database connections, network sockets. All these things will be protected. The corruption of files will not happen, or network sockets will not get corrupted. All these things cannot happen if I use this exceptional handling properly. So because if I am trying to if I use these things properly, what happens is finally these things will be closed. The file will be closed, because try, catch, finally, three things are there. So try, catch, finally, if these three things are properly executed, what happens is after my code, finally the file will be closed, or the network will be disconnected, or the database will be closed, or this kind of system resources can be protected if I use this finally properly. It improves the maintainability. Separating normal logic from error handling logic or exception handling logic makes the program easier to understand, easier to debug, and easier to modify. So if it is when one is able to understand and debug it very easily, you can maintain that program easily and you can modify and extend it easily. It provides user experience, better user experience. So instead of instead of abrupt what to say termination of the program, it will show the valid valid in messages saying that say suppose the user name is invalid or the file is not existing. That's kind of proper in messages will be displayed if I use the exceptional handling properly. Supports large operating systems. So since the modern applications are all very huge in dimensions, and these objects are interacting with each other, so the exceptions can propagate through method calls until the appropriate calls handle these exceptions. So if some exception happens, it may the that it will not terminate it properly. Rather, it will extend. It will propagate through the method calls, because all the objects are interacting through the method calls. So it will continue. The error will, the exception will continue further. So this keeps individual classes independent and reusable. So if I use this exception handling, this method calls will, it will not extend, it will not propagate through method calls. Rather, the classes will become individual and reusable. The real world applications. Some, if we want, we can see some real world applications like banking systems, very huge systems, and airline reservation system. These days it is also coping up, and hospital management software, it is also becoming very complex, and online shopping applications are especially these days becoming very complex, and railway reservation system, mobile banking apps, and ATM software systems. All these things are the examples of the real world applications. Now so what we have discussed is, if I use the exceptional handling properly, then my object oriented programming will behave properly as expected, and abnormal terminations will not happen, and the system resources also will not get corrupted. So in especially in file handling, it is very important, and in general in all the object oriented programming, it is also very important. So with this, these are the references that I have taken from which, especially this is this is the main one which I have taken chunk of the material, and with this I will conclude my session. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.